Can you just once eat one of them in front of us?
35,000 feet high in the sky. 3 o'clock, that's I went to the bathroom to brush my teeth. तब तक लगातार चलता रहा यार क्यों तुड़वा रहे हो क्योंकि मेरे पास स्टॉक ही नहीं है that you can actually drink hot tea with a spoon.
Hi everyone, welcome to the first episode of FYI Talks Decoding Ideas. This series is all about understanding and learning from the insights and experiences of the people who had the most unique ideas. हमारे first episode के लिए we'll be discussing about edible cutlery. Sounds too good to be true, right? We thought so too. And that is when we knew that we had to connect to the man right behind this idea and the person who invented edible cutlery in India. So, without any further ado, let's hear from the man himself, Mr. Narayan Pisapati. Sir, the first thing that we want to know from you is कि आपको ये आइडिया आया कैसे एंड जब आपको ये एडिबल कटलरी का आइडिया आया तो व्हाट वर द थॉट्स दैट केम इनटू योर माइंड व्हाइल स्टार्टिंग दिस बिजनेस.
I was working with International Water Management Institute, and the reason I quit was that water levels all across the country are falling down. There is a correlation between agriculture and water depletion. Intellectuals who talk about rainwater harvesting pits and rainwater harvesting conservation and so on and so forth. But these are all only in urban areas. India is majorly rural. 70% of the landmass is rural. 30% or less than 30% is urban. So why leave out a major chunk and talk about uh, what is rural? So then I also saw that nearly 58% of our land cropped area is under rice, and rice is a water guzzler. Really speaking, rice does not require so much of water as is being applied, but it is being done because of some age-old habits. So there are alternatives to produce rice with less water application, and scientists have worked on it to kill ideas that are water conserving, that are pesticide conserving, fertilizer conserving, and seed conserving. So I saw there is a pretty nexus between the industry lobby and agriculture. I really couldn't work in that field any further. What I did was I used to work late into the night trying to develop this product, the edible cutlery. I got this idea of edible cutlery um, quite some time back. 2006, if I remember correctly, I started making these experiments, doing these experiments, and eventually I made it. Why did I get this idea of edible cutlery? Is I know that our water resources are depleting and we need to do something about it. And one man can't do anything. One man on his own, he can't do anything unless there is some very strong force. And that force had to be created. Um, I used to make presentations, go to seminars, and all this, wherein I used to show that our water resources would deplete within 28 years. 2006, I used to say the water resource would deplete within 28 years. It's already 14 years since I made this prediction. 14 years are gone. So much of water is already lifted. So what should we do? Back from one of these useless seminars. So I was coming back from Ahmedabad to Hyderabad. Then I remembered once that I ate jowar roti, and I went actually late for lunch, and jowar roti became very hard. So I broke it into spatula into small pieces and scooped dal and curry and ate it. I remembered that 35,000 feet high in the sky. And that was my actually my eureka moment that I thought, okay, if a two-dimensional spatula can work, why not a three-dimensional proper looking spoon? And that's when I got the idea and I started making it, working on it. Initial, of course, experiments failed, but soon I could make one, and that's where the journey started.
So the next question that we wanted to ask was, we know that the name of the your company is Bakeys Food Private Limited. So we are assuming that the Bakeys stand for the product that is baked, right? So we wanted to ask कि मतलब आपने कितने trial and errors के बाद वो decide किया कि that the product should be baked and not fried or
One thing is that I wanted a long shelf life. I was not interested in only selling it in India. I wanted to sell it all over the world. And if I fry it, it won't have life. Even so much that if I put an oil film on the mold, spoon becomes rancid within no time. Within a week it becomes rancid. So it doesn't have any shelf life. So was no question of trying any other way but to bake it. And while baking, that's the beauty of my product, and that is I took out a few spoons. Can you imagine? These spoons have started production since last 4 years, and these are not 4 years old. These are more than that, and these are as strong. Okay, and they still hold. They can still hold tough, and that is the beauty of this. And why does it hold good? Is because um, Jova has about 16% moisture. Um, of course, it comes down to 14%, 12% like that over a period of time. But moisture is that much. So मैं उसको क्या करता हूँ कि I bake it and bring down the moisture content to less than 2%. यानी कि it is almost no water. उससे और नीचे जा नहीं सकता है ना. So I take it to that extent, and with that I have several advantages. One is it has a long shelf life. Two, that is the beauty of this. Which is I live in an apartment building, and we have a community hall, and obviously a community hall will have a washing area, and the wash area obviously will have some cockroaches coming out. So what I did was I took a few broken spoons and put it near the place where cockroaches keep coming. Can you imagine what happened? I mean, the cockroaches came, one fellow came and mounted the handle of the spoon, but very soon he left. That fellow was not interested, and the other cockroaches never bothered anymore. You know why? Because it is so dry that cockroaches feel thirsty, and actually, I have seen that cockroach drinking water to replenish its hydration. So एक तो वो हो गया कि it doesn't support pests, it doesn't support insects, it doesn't turn rancid, it doesn't lose its shelf life. Every which way it is good. Yeah. So baking was the best option. Yeah.
those the spoons that you showed, those were edible spoons, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you show them once again?
By the way, I have started production of these since last 4 years. I don't have any.
Can you just once eat one of them in front of us?
यार तो तुड़वा रहे हो जबकि मेरे पास स्टॉक ही नहीं है ऐसे स्टॉक को भी तुड़वा रहे हो ये रही तो
Got it, sir. Thank you. So now I am very curious to know that these spoons are like for one-time use, right?
हम्म
So they cannot be used again and again. So like
हम्म
during the journey of your business, what things did you do differently so that the people buy these edible cutlery products and not the alternative cheap plastic spoons which are available in the market?
I tried several different ways. In fact, that's when the tragedy struck. First, I had a rotary rack oven. And then I made a traveling oven horizontal. Then I made a vertical oven. Vertical oven was a bad idea. Then I went back to the rotary rack oven. So there are a lot of ways, things that I did. So obviously I can't explain everything on video, but there were several ways I've done it. And to add some fun element, I added salt and pepper. But this time I'm going a little more, and that is value addition to the spoons. Yeah, we can discuss that. Yeah, go on.
Sure, sir. So, sir, like, were there any marketing strategies that you adopted for marketing such a unique product across the customers?
When I tried to do the marketing, the market never responded. I had invented this way back in 2006. In 2007, I quit. I was as a scientist. I quit and I went to supermarkets. I went to morning walkers. I went to a lot of places such as organic vegetable markets. Um, some of these fests and so on. I stood there myself, requesting people to buy it. Uh, Nobody bought it. They said, oh man, you should have come. थोड़ा पहले बताना चाहिए था ना. मैं अपना पर्स भूल गया. या यार अभी अभी मेरे पास 10 रुपया था तो मैं वो खरीद लिया. ऑल दिस काइंड ऑफ बचपना वाली एक्सक्यूजेस. ये कल आओगे ना तो मैं जरूर लूंगा. These are the kind of things I was listening to. They were not buyers. सो ठीक है, एक एक आध दो पैकेट खरीद लेते थे, लेकिन ज्यादातर लोग नहीं खरीदते थे. आई हैड फेस्ड इनफ रिजेक्शंस. तो मैं सुपरमार्केट में एक स्टॉल भी लगा के खड़े होके बेचने की कोशिश किया. एंड द स्टॉल रेंट बिकेम मोर एक्सपेंसिव देन द रिटर्न्स ऑन द सेल. कि सेल से भी मैं स्टॉल रेंट भर नहीं पा रहा था. I gave a oral interview. It's a pretty long interview. Told them about water conservation and rice, the linkage between the two. There is so much of wrongs that is happening in our country. So I thought, let me correct them whatever way I can, up to whatever extent I can. And I took that as my responsibility and I did that. So they transcribed that interview and put it on their website. It was very funny because I got 2,000 odd likes and 8,000 odd shares. Usually the shares are lesser than likes, but here I got more shares than likes. So that's when they decided that they would do a video on this project, and they came. I went on stalling them because I was financially not capable to support anything else. फाइनेंशियली मेरी हालत खराब था. तो आखिरकार they just passed in, that's all. So they came and they took the video and went back, and I requested them to release the video a few days later. जब तक मेरे hopefully my financial position would have improved. It wasn't improving, but anyway, the video came out, and ऐसा हुआ इस वीडियो का इम्पैक्ट कि around 4:35 in the morning, I got a call. Can you believe after that call after call after call after call after call, back to back, इतने सारे calls था कि सुबह उठा. सो I was so pleasantly surprised कि I did not know the video was on. I mean, was released. So what happened was I was getting calls from all over the world. I got calls from 139 countries, including India. So that was something very unique, and I could actually free myself off from the phone. And around 3 o'clock, that's I went to the bathroom to brush my teeth. तब तक लगातार चलता रहा. इतना देर चलता रहा कि there were so many people, and there were so many people who were wanting to associate with me as trade partner, business partner, whatever. I of course refused most of them. As such, there was no clear-cut sales strategy. ये हो गया था कि पहले इनिशियली मुझे पता नहीं क्यों नहीं बिका था, और यहाँ तक कि आईटीसी होटल्स है ना, so the vice president one told me that he's going to white paint of court and call me Michael. He was so frustrated because people were not, they were wanting only something from the विदेशी, सो वो चाह रहे थे. तो अभी हम लोग चालू कर रहे हैं, तो या इंक्लूडिंग द वेबसाइट एंड एवरीथिंग विल बी अप एंड रनिंग एंड विल बी स्टार्टिंग doing it. Of course, last 4 years we did not pay for the website or anything, and obviously they are closed. So there will be an opportunity for people to buy from us.
So, sir, you were talking about some value addition products in the edible cutlery product line. Can you tell us more about it? That where did this idea come into your mind? That you will make products which have certain value additions, and if you could maybe tell us more about the upcoming products.
We are going a little step further, and we will be coming up with value-added cutlery. Can you imagine if you are a diabetic, or you have a heart problem, or you have a stroke, brain stroke like I had? Uh, you will be having Ayurvedic medication embedded, included in the flour mix. So we come up with a spoon that is specifically for the diabetic, specifically for heart patients, specifically for brain stroke people. So these are some of the value additions that we will be making, and we hope to increase the returns from this business soon. Then I had a friend of mine who is a medical doctor, and another friend who is from the chemistry background. So while we were talking, during this period when I kind of stopped the production, suggested that why not we use Ayurvedic medication and fortify the spoons because they are edible, so you can make it useful to different type of patients also. So I kind of liked that idea, and so I was looking at options of how to source them. Initially, I looked at various options, such as but if I want to produce them in bulk, it may not be easy. It might be difficult. So, one of these brainstorming sessions, we thought of hydroponics.
Yes, you heard it right. Mr. Narayan Pisapati is onto something really exciting these days. He is actually building up a hydroponics farm, which is nothing but soilless farming. To know more about the same, stay tuned for our next video on hydroponics. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon and the like button. And if you have any suggestions for us, please post them in the comment section below. Thank you.